TikTok's different, mate. I swear down, yeah. The thing is with TikTok is that, like now, kids, that's all kids go on, and it's addictive, mate. I saw a thing, right, about TikTok, yeah, like a scientific thing that, like, this motion here, when you scroll on a phone like that motion, yeah, it lets off like endorphins in your brain that make it addictive, and it makes that feeling feel good, and makes you swear down. I'll try and find the fucking thing right after and show you. But as that motion of sliding up on a phone like that is something in the brain that wires up with it being an addictive motion for people. So
that's probably why every single app you fucking swipe up,
literally,
Facebook, Insta.
They could make it like to swipe across like that, innit?
Yeah, like Tinder.
Like Tinder.
But you get bored of that though, don't you?
Exactly.
Exactly. All the buttons.
Exactly. So I use TikTok, yeah, mainly for like scrans and for videos of dogs, yeah. And I will go on it at night, and I'll be on it, swiping up, yeah. I'll look at the time, yeah, and I've been on it for half an hour, and I don't know a clue when the time had gone.
I've heard that before, like people go on TikTok and then like next minute they look and it's like half an hour gone or an hour gone, but I've never ever been on TikTok in my life, never will be on TikTok. I'm too old for that now, so it's past me now, unfortunately. Even though I keep getting told to get TikToks, it's funny, which I think it would be funny, but it's just not really me.
Mate, there's people, yeah, that blow up on TikTok and they monetise the fuck out of it. Have you seen that Ollie Ball kid?
Yeah, I've seen that Ollie Ball.
Muppet.
Yeah, do you not rate him, nah?
I thought I did it first, yeah, but this is the thing, but if I was Ollie Ball, yeah, and I blew up overnight on TikTok, yeah, I would milk the fuck out of it, yeah, I would, and anyone would, and you would try and monetise it, yeah,
definitely.
Why not? But it's a case with everything, like those 4 guys that blew up on lockdown, yeah.
Oh, the
picture,
people.
they tried to monetise it, and they ran with it as much as they could, and after a while it just becomes like, just have a day off, it just becomes annoying.
Oh, that picture that they did as well, it was like 2 years ago, that, it would have been a recent thing, yeah. It was time ago, and it only just surfaced as like being like a fucking...
It was well funny at first, but like this Ollie Ball kid, right?
We spoke about that picture, haven't we? I swear in another episode we spoke about it, 'cause I remember that saying the funny ones and that.
But this Ollie Ball guy, right, like... What does he do? He does like a funny introduction, doesn't he, with his mate, and then he reviews like a fucking
chip butty or something.
Yeah, from school, which is the concept of it is quite funny. And the first couple of ones I thought yeah, they actually are pretty funny. But now, yeah, mate, he was on like Radio 1, you know, and like I saw him I was scrolling through YouTube today, right? And he's doing videos of like KSI and that apparently.
Yeah, I seen one with Carl Freezer earlier on.
Oh, he was on his podcast, wasn't he?
He was on Lab Bible as well, wasn't he? Doing all like interviews and that, yeah.
Mate, it's actually mad, like...
Fair play to him, respect the hustle, don't you?
He's been sent shit now, like he'll be making money off the back of that.
Yeah,
like people on TikTok have got, like who blow up obviously, have got tail. They get sent bare shit, it's actually pretty mad.
I seen Bearman slagging him off on Twitter and stuff, like, because obviously I didn't know who he was at first, and then I kept seeing pictures of him. Like, it's Ollie Ball there and shit like that, and I was like, what the fuck's that? And then I seen Bearman like this guy, what's funny about this kid?
I think he's slagging up, he's only a kid.
Yeah,
I'm not slagging him off.
I'm not saying you, I'm just saying like in general, you can't slag him as a kid.
That's the thing, dude.
Mate, he's hustling in school, on TikTok reviewing fucking chip buttons and fish and shit like that, and like doing his thing, so fair play to him, making the most of his TikTok life.
Yeah. I'm with you on that, Jack.
That's the, what's that?
Don't rate it.
Yeah, it is a bit of a mad one, to be fair, but that's the thing, like it's so easy to monetize stuff now. Like all it takes is online content is becoming such like a saturated place. Like realistically, me and you, we create decent content in my opinion. Yeah, it's obviously, but everything is very subjective in this world. You either like it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? But like, is it unfair? Would you say for example, like. For example, me and you, we've done this now for 10 weeks. Big up.
Episode 10.
Episode 10, yeah.
Bop, bop.
This is our 10th week in a row.
Yeah.
Right? We've created some good content, some funny content, long form content that's got good production, good editing, blah blah blah. We're doing everything the conventionally right way. Yet, like we say, there is people like Ollie Ball, for example, who do a stupid naff thing. Oh, it's Ollie Ball here. Eating a chip butty, like we say, and all of a sudden he's blown up and getting 1 million views overnight. Is it just the case of maybe youngsters are just dominating the internet these days, and something that they might find remotely interesting blows up, or is it the case of maybe life's just not as fair as it could be.
First of all, it's respect the hustle. No matter what you do, yeah, fair play to him. So Ollie Barker, if you like him or hate him, if you're on TikTok or not, like you or me, like if he's making money off it, yeah, fair fucking play. Fair play to him, because he's doing in school what none of us did, unless you saw like Lucasades and Kit Kats and shit like that. So fair play to him. If it's taken over like internet and social media stuff, like the thing is, the internet and social media is an open space. Anyone could do whatever they want on it, really. We can just start a podcast and just set off from there. You know what I mean? There's no barriers to it, so it's like whoever's the most creative, whoever's got the next thing, the next idea, they should go with it, no matter what it is. Obviously, there's like certain limits that you can do and stuff, but kids like him and that, I would only say I respect whatever they do, because if they're going to get something from it, if this kid's now doing shit like KSI and stuff like that, like he's got something, hasn't he? I'm assuming he gets thousands of views and stuff like that.
Hundreds of thousands.
So he's clearly got something that no one else has thought of, or even just like a little phrase, or when he sings or something like that. He's clearly thinking outside the box, and someone that young doing that as well.
No, that's the thing.
It's a hustle, isn't it?
That's the thing, but it's like, if you're Ollie Ball now, and like we said, we can't expect him to do too much with it, because obviously he's a kid, but I would highly respect it if he had like more of like an entrepreneurial mindset around it and thought, right, okay, I've built this up now, I can't keep sitting on it and recycling the same content pretty much every couple of days. How can I evolve it, grow a fan base, and then sort of make a career out of it? Whether he wants to do that, I don't know, but it's like,
how many followers has he got? Can someone check?
On TikTok?
Yeah, how many followers has he actually got? So you say like getting a fan base. He's probably already got a fan base, hasn't he?
I reckon he's got a mill.
So if he's already got 1 million people, he's branching out now doing things like KSI and
yeah,
other
but
shit like.
think about it, yeah. Do you remember Alex from Glasgow?
Yeah.
He had his 15 minutes of fame, right?
Yeah. That's more of a one-time thing, that,
yeah,
though,
but if he had more of
1.6 million followers on TikTok.
Yeah, it's different levels, mate.
That's mad, that, isn't it?
But it's like, for example, a better example. These guys in the 4 pictures, yeah. What they've probably done is they probably chased a quick bag of money. They probably had, okay, we'll offer you X amount of money if you make this one parody song, blah blah blah, put it in the charts, and whatever. There's a quick bit of money. Or did they sit back and think, right, as 4 lads, right, we've obviously got a bit about us, people think we're funny, blah 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 blah. We could capitalise on this and build something organic off our own backs and build, and you know what I'm saying, they could build a fucking YouTube or a podcast or something like that. If they've got that quick start and they've been given a leg up like the way, they might not have chosen to have been given that leg up.
I'm gonna say, like, then their leg up was different way, because people were taking the piss out of them. Like Ollie Ball has like just thought of something stupid, like, not, well, I say stupid, like, it's not really like anything mad creative, is it? But it's just what people like, innit? Obviously, he took advantage of TikTok blowing up and everyone jumping on TikTok. So people have just seen that. Probably kids in his school thought it were funny. He's already got a little audience there, and then more people, like, it's spread about, and he's just killing it now, isn't he? So
yeah, but yeah, as I say, I'm interested to see how he capitalises on it and whether he continues to do, whether he's going to be still relevant in a couple of months' time.
Do you reckon he will be relevant in a bit?
As I say, it
into the summer.
As I say, it depends what he does with it. Do you know what I mean?
1 million followers, man. That's something going. That
the internet's such a fast place, so you need to mix it up. Like you can't keep like the biggest YouTubers. Yeah, like for example, if you think of like KSI, for example, yeah, when he first blew up online, he was doing FIFA videos and that, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And now look at where KSI is now.
Yeah,
the guys
in boxing and they're doing all sorts of shit.
Do you know what I mean?
Bro, I used to fucking love KSI. I used to love him, like when I used to watch YouTube and that.
I rate KSI. I can't say I like his music, but I've got you. If the thing is, the stigma attached to him, it's like, okay, if you like YouTube or you like watching KSI or whatever, you might be, you know, people might see it a certain way, but at the same time, it's like he does make entertaining content. Like he does it. He does. Do you know what I mean?
Back in the day, yeah, when he used to make them FIFA videos, yeah, and he was like screaming all the time and that, like, he used to do them. What were they called? Like
Pink Slips.
not even pink slips. It was like a Path to Glory thing.
Road to Division 1 or something.
Yeah, Road to Division 1.
They were good as well.
Bro, I didn't even play FIFA me at the time. I didn't even have the fucking game. This is how long ago it was. I used to watch them all.
Pesky
and
time.
it was so
It
good.
was FIFA funnies, weren't it?
Yeah, FIFA funny. Aye, some of them were.
Do you remember Heskey
so
time?
cool.
Heskey, that shit like that, yeah,
Bro.
I used to buzz off that me when I was younger.
The best was when we used
KSI.
to play that video game when it was like the haunted house.
Oh
where
yeah,
it
it was like
dead
screaming
shit,
and
just sit
that.
with
We're
dead
dead
kids,
shit,
just
innit?
like,
So the power of the
huge.
internet, yeah, KSI pretty much like mugged off Heskey's career, and like everyone now refers to Heskey as like just like a big joke guy,
Shit,
innit? Like no one even rates the guy.
You've
Do
got-
you know what I mean? And he like basically ruined his career.
KSI is a genius though. in
Oh
my
yeah,
opinion.
fucking
He's
genius,
an absolute genius.
That's a beast.
Absolute genius. But but in terms of like social media people, yeah, as much as some people might love you, they are quick to turn on you if you
Yeah.
do something wrong. For example, young Philly, yeah.
So, yeah.
Leave him alone. I saw this on Chucky Online's pod, yeah. Leave Philly alone. In my opinion, yeah, I listened to his pod, he spoke about it yesterday or whatever. And, okay, fair enough, right? Young Philly has been out on TikTok, right, because he's basically talking to these girls that might not be our cup of tea or everyone's cup of tea. They are they're a fetish, aren't they? Is that the right way of saying that? No, I'll take that back.
He's liking women with certain assets.
Right, put it this way, yeah. Put it this way, right. Fuck it. They're not great-looking girls, right?
Oh.
In my opinion.
Nah.
In my opinion, it's subjective. Other people, for example, young Philly, may find them attractive. Me personally, I don't. Right, and his approach to these girls or whatever, they've binned him off and he's blocked them. Right, bit sus. It's not. I wouldn't just go out of the way if someone pied me. I wouldn't just block them.
Yeah,
Do you
that's,
know what I
that's
mean?
weird shit.
I wouldn't just block them.
But so he's messaging these birds just out of the blue,
Yeah,
like
but
DMing them, and then like.
it was when
obviously
but he
not
broke
getting
his
back.
leg, right? He broke his leg, and he's obviously foot's like bedbound at home or whatever, and
Bored out of his head,
Bored
and
out of his
probably
head.
horny out of his head, thinking, oh, I'm just gonna
messaging these fucking needy girls, yeah, and fucking. He's obviously wanting to get a bit of fucking sloppy, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, is there anything wrong with that?
I respect the hustle.
There's nothing
innit?
wrong with it. Like,
Respect the hustle.
just because there's girls that might not necessarily like the way he's treated them, and we don't condone it.
We like nice girls.
we might not we don't condone it, and other people who've seen his actions may not condone it, yeah. But if he wants to fucking message some girl, yeah, and try and get around, he's fucking young Philly. Why not? Do you know what I mean? Fucking do it.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Like, I don't. People are too quick to fucking.
just like judgmental birds, I think, innit? Obviously lads as well, not just birds.
I don't think
but-
it wouldn't happen if you weren't famous, you know what I mean? People
Well,
wouldn't
yeah,
get-
yeah,
they wouldn't
obviously.
ask,
Oh,
you know what I mean?
100%, yeah, there's lads around here
They do
that
it,
we
people-
know.
people
We'll
just
message
do it.
people all the time.
We've all done it.
People
We've
like
all
people
done it.
for fun of it.
We fucking. I'm not saying I've been messaging. But
We've all messaged mingers.
no, we've all, mate. You're lying, yeah. If you're a lad, right? Unless you've been in a relationship since that you've been in one relationship since you've been like a fucking kid, whatever. Everyone who's been single has always everyone male on this planet, right?
Shot your shot, haven't they?
Everyone's done it. There's nothing wrong with
Go
it.
on, our own, mate.
And I guarantee you, he's done it to hundreds of girls, and it just so happens that one or two of them have wanted a bit of clout and thought, oh yeah, young Philly's messaged me and he's blocked me, let's try and get a few followers off the back of it.
The thing
That's
is,
all it
yeah,
is.
that obviously the only thing is, yeah, so these girls who may not be attractive to us, to me or you, or to other people, yeah, like, if he's messaged them in the first place, why? I don't know, man, like, I wouldn't message him, even if I was horny out my head, yeah. If a girl I didn't think was attractive, I wouldn't message her, I wouldn't DM her.
But you clearly does.
Even more so if I was someone in like a position of, let's say, power or like well known. Like, why would you want to message like girls?
But
Well, obviously, I mean,
He clearly likes them.
he must like them in it, obviously, so it's different.
He
but-
clearly likes them.
Like, it's a bit weird, isn't it? Like, why? Surely you could do better than that. And like girls who aren't, and these girls like who are outing him, like maybe don't have a lot of followers or aren't attractive, and then they feel like they can just get clout off his name. That's a bit. Of a
Maybe
weird
you
thing
just
as well.
want something a bit more fucking. Do you know what I mean? A bit more like.
What?
A bit rougher.
What's
A bit
that?
like a bit more.
A bit rougher.
Do you know what I mean? You might be.
You want to bang him out?
He might be messaging messaging these girls, yeah, like the big famous Instagram models, yeah, with like whatever, how many 100,000 followers, whatever. He might be messaging them, yeah, and they might just be fucking boring. He might just be bored of like the fit pillow princesses or whatever. Like he might not get anything from like he might not have might not have fancied that at that particular moment. He might have just thought, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to mix it up in an unconventional way.
He might just proper need pussy. Like, he might not have had a shagging time, and he's just like, I just need something. And obviously, he's crippled with his leg, and he can't go anywhere. So he's like fucking shooting a shot with girls. He thinks he has a chance.
But the thing is, I don't think his leg's broken now. It was a while ago. He did his leg on like abroad.
Don't he do that thing though with like foot asylum, where like that Tinder thing, the dates thing? And he's like,
does the shoe fit?
And he's like mugging birds off, and they're like calling him clats and that. And then like who are like semi-good looking, let's say, and then like he's messaging birds that you and me probably wouldn't find attractive, but obviously it's different from him.
But that's just literally the case of people becoming too indulgent with what they see online. Take it with a pinch of salt. They're not on that programme to find girlfriends.
Some of them are birds are on there, weren't they? I think.
Yeah. Do you really think Harry Pinero, who goes on? Do you really think that he gets about on a day-to-day life calling himself Playboy Clarty? Do you know what I'm saying? Like he does it. They do it for the cameras. Like that's all. Yeah. I like Harry Pinero, but
I like Harry Pinero. He's pretty funny.
But that's just the thing. It's like if young Philly wants to go and message some next girl, yeah. And if he wants to block him, so be it. Do you know what I mean? Give him a break just because he's famous, yes. Do you know what I mean?
Don't out him, innit? Obviously, it depends how many he's doing it to, though. If you message him, and like, there's like 30, 40 girls out saying it, and it's a bit weird, innit? But let him do his thing, I guess, innit? Just hopefully, I mean, just why is he blocking them, though? Obviously, if they don't reply to him, that's just a bit like... Obviously, he's clearly thinking about it like, oh, best block them now because they're going to out me or something like that. Or...
Probably. The thing is, it's that tactic of blocking these girls is clearly not just started doing it. He's clearly been doing it for a while, and it's probably worked for him for X amount of time. Because I think we underestimate how famous young Philly is, and Chunks especially.
Yeah,
like, they are actually so famous these days. Like, so
killing it, then.
They actually are killing the game. I saw Chunks hit 2 million followers not too long ago.
He only hit 1 million followers not long ago as well, innit? So.
Would you say that, obviously we need to take into consideration the likes of like KSI or whatever, but do we think that Chunks and Young Philly are the biggest internet stars on the planet?
What, like, I don't know about planet.
Well, in the UK, sorry.
Maybe UK, innit? I mean, they are like...
I'd probably say Chunks is the biggest online personality in the country.
At the moment.
You gotta look at like... Kids love the Sidemen, don't they? Do you know what I mean? Like Carl Freeze and Simon and all that.
Yeah, the Sidemen are the bigger ones in the Beta Squad. That's what they call themselves, don't they?
Beta Squad. Yeah, Beta Squad are sick.
Beta Squad. Is that
Beta Squad go off.
Who, Chunks and Phil?
Mate, Nico Milani, yeah. He's got to be. He's probably my favourite YouTuber.
Who's Nico Milani?
Nico Milani, yeah, is so joke, right? He's some guy, right? Web, put a screenshot of his latest video.
He sneaks into like all these famous events, and but they know who he is now. Like Eddie Earn knows who he is.
Yeah,
he keeps sneaking into Matchroom events.
Yeah. He snuck in the ring here at KSI's and Logan Paul's fight, right? And then he basically got caught. He got
caught.
Was he
the guy who made like a fake pass?
And he got caught, right? And then he got an email off Matchroom saying you're now barred, you're blacklisted from all Matchroom events. And then you see how Jake Paul fought Anisha Gibb, right? Basically, Nico Milani made like a fake person out of himself. Called himself Ringside, right? No, he called himself Reng Saeed because his last one was called Ringside, and he changed his name a little bit. He called himself Reng Saeed and turned himself into like some Dubai prince with a big beard and that, and then snuck in.
Yeah,
but he does mad shit now, yeah. Like he made like his own. He made like a fake. He made his last one, yeah. He made like a fake Starbucks called Star Smokes, and he like bought this big like car wash and turned it into like a drive-through Starbucks and that. I was like just dashing coffee.
Is he the light-skinned guy?
Yeah, he's joke.
I'm sure I know.
He's so
on his phone got smashed up when they were pretending to be Starbucks employees.
Yeah.
I tried banging him, didn't
he? Yeah.
Smashed
I'm sure I know.
What they did was, in one video, right, what they did was they parked up in like Starbucks car park, and they had this like white, like this Bluetooth speaker, connected their phone to it, and then like talking through it, and there was on the drive-through, put it next to like where you'd speak to like the Starbucks person when you order your drinks, and then like, oh, could I get a coffee? And then you'll just hear Chunks and Nico in the car, talking through the speaker with, no, your breath stinks, fuck off, like, dome him and that.
Like you said it.
And then he ran out to get his phone from the thing, And some guy jumps out of his car and tried drop kicking him. And then off the back of that, he basically said that he's going to make his own Starbucks so he won't get drop kicked. And then, yeah, it's a joke.
Yeah, sounds
But
unreal.
Nico Melania is killing the game. He's actually so funny.
Big up Nico, I guess. Yeah.
But,
Respect to Nico.
yeah, the YouTube world's mad. It's so
diverse.
and there's so much more.
Anyone can get on YouTube. That's the beauty of it as well, isn't it? I mean,
You've just got to stand out, haven't you?
I mean, yeah. Or you've just got to have
It's like
something no one
Mr.
else
Beast,
has.
isn't it? You see Mr. Beast on YouTube?
Nah.
It's like 56 million followers, and all he
Yeah.
does is just give stuff away.
What's
Like
Mr. Beast?
millions.
I don't honestly. I don't watch.
He does a
anything
thing
on
called
YouTube.
last to take your hand off $1 million, and these 4 guys, and they have to keep their hand on $1 million. Last one to take it off wins it all.
I'd stand there till the day I died, mate.
What did it?
Mad.
What
But he
did
offers,
They're always
he offers
mates, though.
incentives, so he says, "Oh, if you agree to drop out now, I'll give you 100 grand."
Yeah. They're always boys, though, just like Orbel's doing it.
Mad.
Yeah, it's mad.
That's tough, that.
But
That's 100 grand.
yeah, there's some people that are seriously killing the game, and like as I say, like this is what I say, like all the best online personalities, they evolve over time, and they're not thick. They're not thick. Like for example, like TGF, for example, yeah, these guys. If you don't know them, yeah, I recommend you go check them out because their content is like it's so funny, it's mad. But they're actually geniuses. Like the way that they've built a clothing brand off the back of it called Childish. I'm not going to buy anything from there in it, but like they've built it that well that it's stepping away from the YouTube scene. It's becoming its own independent clothing brand, and apparently they're working with like next designers and stuff, and it's going to be in like Selfridges.
I know there's them ones that you watch, you know, the Nelt Boys, in America, and like they've got their own clothing brand in it, and they just do like
sell out
I've seen a couple of their videos. Is it Full Send? Yeah. They do like they're at the UFC and that, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like it is mad how fucking far you can go, but
Yeah.
like obviously they do like stupid shit.
That's Salim who does the moaning in the air prank.
Oh
That's
it's mad in it, but they just do like pranks and shit, and obviously now they're getting dope, like silly guap from just fucking.
It's not just like pranks, it's like serious stuff. Like they went to a wine vineyard, like some wine tasting, and just messed it up. Got blood and just trashed the whole thing.
Take some fucking bottle.
That's what I mean.
That's what I mean, innit? Imagine doing that. You'd be like, fuck it, I'll be shitting myself, mate.
Yeah.
Take some serious stones to do that. Fair play to them, mate.
But yeah, that's the thing. It's like the world has changed so much, yeah, that people can actually make a living out of it, which is crazy, innit? But it's not even like.
Bro, did you see that thing the other day on Twitter? Like kids when they're asked what they want to be, and like 30% of them, the top one was YouTubers.
I love that. Man.
Yeah, I'd seen someone quote it like, "Fucking hell, this generation, like, what's wrong with it?" and that. But like, that's where the dough's at, isn't it? If you think about it, you don't really need it. Like, so let's say Nelt Boys or whatever they are, don't really have a talent, do they? They just do mad shit, don't they? Like, they just
Other than
fucking
that, Steve
push the
will
boat
do it,
out
yeah.
and just and take some, like, you know, it takes a bit of bottle in it. Obviously, that's like a different thing, but. Like, why wouldn't you want to like get dough off from like making videos and shit? Like, imagine if we were making dough off this.
Mate,
Like, it'd be fucking. It'd be easy, wouldn't it?
this is the thing. Like, and there's so much stuff that comes off the back of being these guys who are big YouTubers. When they monetize their videos, right? For example, like Chunks. He got big off YouTube, right? This is like the most extreme example because not everyone's going to be as big as Chunks, yeah, obviously. But he monetizes videos, consistent, good content, blah 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 blah. And over time, he's built it up. The ad revenue that he'll make from his channel alone will be next level, just off the adverts that he puts on.
Yeah.
And the thing is, when people like your content, for example, like his retention will be next level. Everyone will watch his videos to the end, which is another thing which gives you more income just off YouTube. But off the back of that, you get brand deals. Brands want you to then advertise their products on your YouTube channel. Off the back of that, off your YouTube going, your Instagram is now on 2 million followers.
Snowball effect.
Now you're advertising that. Next minute, he's on Soccer Aid.
Yeah.
He's doing that. He's doing things with Foot Asylum. Like just off building this one thing. Now the online world is so big and so diverse, and especially now with the black community, like. It's becoming such more a level playing field for people. Like even when we see like Mika Richards and stuff doing his thing, and Jermaine Genius and all that. Like now the world is becoming such more of a diverse place in terms of the media. Like it's helping everyone really. Do you know what I mean? Like it's crazy.
You talk about the diversity in the media and stuff like that. So what I will mention now. So, like I say, the platforms that people have at the moment, so like Micah Richards and stuff like that, especially for black people, it's so much better, isn't it? Like I say, there's different ethnicities and everything doing presenting and stuff like that. But now at the moment you still see, and it's more highlighted now, isn't it? Like racist comments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like for example, like just the other day, so after the Champions League last night, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Naby Keita were getting racist abuse on Instagram, right? And it happens like every other time now. And like, what can they actually do to tackle this? How are they going to stop all this? Like Facebook look into it, but what are they going to actually do?
I was listening to Talk Sport today, as it were, and they spoke to the Spanish league. The player got racial abuse there, didn't he?
Yeah.
They're speaking to the president of that club.
Oh, the club who did it, or Valencia's president?
The club who did it.
Cadiz, was it?
Yeah. So he was like saying like it's adamant that he did it.
He
like,
didn't say it.
No, he did say like so he's like defending his player. He got racially abused, and he's saying like, he did it.
Yeah.
And then is it Simon Jordan on
Talk Sport?
Yeah. He was saying like, what about like putting like microphones in the players' shirts?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's one thing cutting it out of the game, like put it this way, like obviously it still happens, which is a shame, but like it doesn't happen. I can't imagine it happening on the pitch as much now as it used to.
No, not on the pitch.
But it's the one thing that they do is it's like you say after the game on social media. It might have just come down to the point of where Instagram and stuff need to fucking like target like keywords.
Yeah.
Like
well,
it just,
that's
I mean, and instantly.
That's what I
do you know what
thought.
I'm saying?
Like on the pitch, the thing is, on the pitch at the moment, it's one's word against another's. So you can't prove that this man is guilty. There's no way of
I honestly
proving
think
it.
referees should be mic'd up.
Well, refs
in
should
order
be.
for
I
us to
reckon
listen,
refs
even
should
just
be.
to anything like that.
But even if they're mic'd up, he wouldn't have been able to hear what was said. It's just this guy's word against his. So it happened with that Rangers player the other day, didn't it?
Got a one-match ban, did you see that?
Well, yeah, he got a one-match ban, but he weren't travelling anyway, apparently, because of an injury. So he weren't going to come to the UK anyway, right? For probably his own safety, because he was probably going to get jumped or something like that, right? So, on the pitch, how can they actually tackle it? Don't really know. On Instagram and stuff like that, I thought, like, so let's say, for example, like, monkey emojis that always get posted. Why not just get rid of them? Or even words or something. But I mean, my brother were talking about it, like, if I say a racist word, right, and you just say, right, well, get rid of that word forever, well, someone will then just put a letter, bare spaces, a letter, bare spaces, a letter. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, like, find different ways
Do you
to
know
do
what,
it.
though,
So
yeah?
how can you actually get rid of it besides?
They're saying about passports and that, so
Innit,
when you
that's-
sign up to social media,
that's
you
the
need to
thing.
put your passport in
Yeah.
to get an account.
That's what it is. They give you
dead easy,
details,
innit?
your address, shit like that.
Yeah.
But then you're giving all your details to Twitter, Facebook, which Facebook got hacked not too long ago, and their
Yeah,
details
man.
get.
Like, the thing is,
do you know what I mean? So how can you actually stop it?
The thing is, I think society is getting to a place now, where it is more frowned upon than it's ever been,
Oh yeah, 100%.
which is
100%.
good, and we can say,
Of course, it's spotlighted now,
Well,
isn't it? That's the thing.
I was just about to say, do you think it's more publicised now because it's
Defo.
spotlighted? I really feel like this has always been going on,
Defo,
but
defo.
now someone spoke up and said something about it. More players, and now it's happening more often
So,
because
yeah,
everyone's now feeling that
people
they can
can-
speak up and talk about what's happened to
They
them.
can get a reaction from
Yeah.
it now. You know that if you post something under some like a football player's post, that it's going to get a reaction. You're going to be on Sky Sports News, and then people are like, "Oh, I'm going to do it for a fucking laugh." It's fucking sick, man. Do you know what I mean? People like that are just twisted.
I think
literally.
it just comes down to, like, of course, in my opinion, I believe that it's more highlighted than it's ever been before. But I think it's just a case of we might just be working. It might just be swings and roundabouts. The fact that it's amazing, that so many people now have begun to stand up for it. There's protests and stuff, which I'm all for, and that we all, like, the majority of us all want equality, whether you're black or white or any nationality or whatever. It shouldn't matter, of course. The majority of people think that, but I think it's got to the point where now, the ignorant people that are racist like that, because it is so highlighted, them seeing it now has more effect than it used to do.
Yeah, literally.
But is it ignorant for us to say that as two white lads? It possibly is.
Yeah, well, now it is more highlighted now, though. That's the thing. It is spotlighted now, and it's 100% been happening for so long. But now, if it happens, it's straight away in the media, and so it should be. But that's part of the way that people think this is how we're going to get rid of it. But if you look at it another way, then people want to post it more and post like comments like that because they know they're going to be on the fucking news.
I know.
They get a kick out of that.
But what
Do you know
what
I mean?
I'm saying is, like, yeah, I know that's what I'm saying, but a lot of black people do say that, like, it's being highlighted now, but nothing's changed for them
No,
over
it's
the
not.
last God knows how many years. Like they still receive just as much racial abuse then as they do now. It just
Yeah.
but that's what I'm saying.
That's the issue.
But what I'm trying to say is it ignorant for us to have these comments now as two white people on this without experiencing some of the abuse over a prolonged period of time like other people have done.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, you and me and us we could never experience racism, really, can we? Because obviously we're white people living in a predominantly white area, especially. Like we're not going to experience racism, and for us to speak on it, it's tough itself, obviously, because you know what I mean. You haven't seen there, been it and done it. Do you know what I mean? How can you really talk on it? But it needs to be spotlighted, but it has its positive and negative effects. Because it is spotlighted, more people get kicks out of it now, and it's an awful situation for social media companies like Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, whatever, to be in this situation now. Because what do they actually do? What is there to do?
Put it this way:
there needs to be something figured out to sort it.
These people, right, who run Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, right? These are the most powerful people in the world, mate. Everything goes through these platforms, right? Everything. So you're telling me that they're doing everything that they can possibly do. These people, have got the world's best and most accessible technologies in the world to track absolutely everything.
Yep.
People are tracking fucking terrorists through that. MI5 or whatever, this is a next fucking discussion to have, but MI5 or whatever, and the governments, the best governments and spies around the world, they'll be tracking absolutely, and they'll know everything that's going on with all the terrorists in the world, 99% of them anyway, and they'll be tracking keywords on this, they'll be looking at specific IP addresses of whatever, tracking all these things. So you're telling me that they can't do the same thing for racist comments and for people that are racist?
There's got to be
I'm
something.
not buying it.
I'm not buying it. I don't know where it was yet. I seen a footy player tweet it or put it on Instagram. It was like, I can't put a 20-second video of my highlights in a match on Instagram without it getting taken down straight away. But someone can comment on my post being racist and nothing gets done. And it's true, innit? He can put some copyrighted footage up, so he could video something or screen record something of him ripping someone in a game on the wing or something like that, and it gets copyrighted straight away. Within minutes there'll be someone messaging him and taking the footage down. So there is obviously things put in place for that to happen, but they just need to sort it for racist abuse and stuff like that. And I think it'd be good to get someone like a techie person or someone who or maybe, do you know what I mean, who could try and think of ways that we could actually do that.
In my opinion, if they wanted to, they could do it, which I think is a shame.
It's the thing is, it's publicity for them as well, though, isn't it? When they see it on Sky Sports or on the news, or someone's been racially abused on Instagram, any publicity is good publicity, isn't it? Really.
If they wanted to take it down, if they wanted to stop it, they could do. End of. Because these people, like I said, are they're some of the most powerful people in the world. So if they wanted to, as I say, they could.
There's got to be something to do.
It's
hopefully something gets started to do, mate.
It's tricky, but Wilfred Zaha is he's stopped taking the knee, hasn't he?
Yeah, a lot of players have, a lot of people have, because really taking the knee, he said it's derogatory, isn't it? I'm taking the knee and then nothing gets done.
Yeah,
fair play.
He's right.
He's right, isn't it? Nothing's getting done now. Nothing's changing, is it? All they do is take the knee and then what? You know what I mean? Some black players actually think it is good though. Some players still do it because it is still a cause, but
it is a cause, but
I don't know, man. It's tough, innit? They just something needs to get started quick.
It's just the society that we live in, and as I say, it is.
It's just shit.
It is.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah, it is. But it is. I feel like I don't want us to sound ignorant, like I say, as two white lads who live in a predominantly white area to try and comment on something that we've not fully experienced before in our life.
That's what I mean.
Put it this way, just fuck anyone who's racist today.
Yeah,
like that, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck racist. And you're a racist, get slapped in the chin.
But yeah, anyway,
yeah, bun racism.
But have you seen that about Dutchavelli dropped a tune?
I've not seen him drop a tune, no. I know he's making a comeback.
Dutchavelli drops a tune, so basically Dutchavelli, if you're not familiar with what who Dutchavelli is or what he's done, Dutchavelli is a rapper from London who is Stefflon Don's brother.
We spoke on Dutchavelli not long ago.
Yeah. And he was basically accused of communicating and allegedly grooming a minor, but he's basically come back and said that his phone was hacked and messages were forged and created and pulled out of thin air that didn't actually happen and weren't exchanged. He went away for a while, not in prison, just like went away personally, kept quiet, kept himself to himself, let his lawyers do the work, and he's come back with some legitimised paperwork from the police, which basically, as I say, legitimises that what he was accused of happening never happened, and it was materialised and didn't happen. And off the back of that, he's just dropped his latest record, which sounds alright. It's decent, but even if he didn't do what he's accused of, allegedly accused of, and like I say, he's got all the correct paperwork there, does it still come with the after a song? Yeah, but you did.
I mean,
Do you think that was Mike Tyson though?
Different.
fucking hell, that threw a spanner in the works there.
He still got accused of it.
To answer Jack's question, personally, I mean, the thing is, over time, everything gets brushed under the carpet. So, in the long run, people are going to forget about it. Maybe at the moment it's going to be fresh, especially for me and probably for you as well. Like, it's always going to be in your mind, isn't it? But as time goes on, in a couple of years' time, people forget about it. They might be like, oh yeah, remember when Dutch Bella got accused of being a pedo or something like that. Like, that might come up again, but over time it will eventually, like, get rid of it. Like you just said then, Mike Tyson, there's celebrities who've been in the public eye.
For the people who don't know, what was Mike Tyson once accused of?
Mike Tyson thing, you might as well say.
Sexual assault,
Right.
Yeah, he's done a couple of things, didn't he, Mike Tyson? He's a pretty bad guy. Bad sniffer.
Nothing ever come of it, did it, really?
Well, that's what I mean. When there's people in power, it's always hard, isn't it? The end of the day, yeah, money talks, and whoever you are, even if you're in power or not, like, it's a sad way of looking at it, but there is ways around it.
It was like that one with Logan Paul. Did you hear about when he went to that forest in
Oh,
I think it was
yeah, I seen
Japan,
that.
and it was a well-known forest where people had commit suicide.
Yeah.
And he was getting videos of like people that were literally hanging from trees,
That's fucking.
and the publicity on that was like people
that was
wanted him
that
dead.
was global mainstream news, mate.
Yeah.
Like Logan Paul, like what he did.
Mate, look at Logan Paul now.
That's what I mean.
He's one of the biggest stars.
But
Isn't
the-
he?
but the-
Any publicity is good
But
publicity.
the thing is, yeah, like something like that, what he did, yeah, going into the suicide forest in Japan, which, as we say, was specifically known for that. He
Yeah.
deliberately went into that forest with the
No.
intentions of finding someone who killed themselves.
Mate, what a fucking hanging place that is, man. I feel sorry for them Japanese people. That's fucking awful. That.
His excuse was that he wanted to raise awareness by finding someone that killed themselves,
How can
which is disgusting in itself. But
Muppet?
this is the thing, though, like, that's something that I personally feel very, very offended by. But at the same stretch, like 2 years on, I think it is, maybe, I don't know how long it's been.
Anyone speak about it?
No one's speaking about it,
Yeah.
but he's transformed his own personal and public image.
Guy's gonna box
And-
fucking Mayweather.
He's brushed under the carpet, and dare I say it, I don't mind him. Do you know what I mean? I don't mind him.
Time heals all things, mate. Time heals all things, right? No matter what it is. Over time, no matter, depending on the crime, like, eventually it will get forgotten. There's celebrities, there's stars in mainstream media now that have done millions of awful things. Look at, I'm going to think of someone. Boris Johnson, he had like an affair, didn't he, for years or something with some other politician like that, cheating on his wife who was like proper ill or something like that, I think, for like 4 years. Like,
Richard Keys.
Richard Keys, yeah.
Yeah,
And it, like, when
Got
his
kicked
wife
offside.
had cancer in it or something like that, and he was cheating on his wife with one of his daughter's best mates or something like that. Like, and obviously, what happened to him? He got taken off Sky and stuff, didn't he? So he was obviously kicked out.
But he's got his own
He's
talk
got
show.
another fucking show, hasn't he? He's still
Being sports.
he's still in mainstream media. Like, money talks, mate. If you're a public figure or something like that, it can eventually get pushed over the carpet.
Well, mate, it's just crazy. Like the whole media, yeah, because media is such media runs it runs the world effectively. Done it like everything that we consume now. Everything is media. It's not like back in the day when it was just newspapers and things like that, or like fucking
Everything's in the news now. mate.
everything that's anything is covered. Anything can make news because there's so many different sources, outlet sources for different kinds of news or whatever. There's even like fucking people on YouTube who make their own news shows and report on YouTube news. Like, there's so many different forms of like journalism these days, whether it's conventional journalism or not. There is loads.
If you have like social media accounts as well, no one's safe. Like, I can think of just something that was the other day in the news. So Jared Bowen, who plays for West Ham, there was a thing about him. So he's a football player who plays for West Ham. There was like a tweet that he did like 10 years ago or something.
15.
Yeah, when he was 15 years
yeah,
old. I don't know what the tweet was exactly, so I don't want to say whether it is, but it was like something bad anyway that he shouldn't have said. But like, he was a kid and he tweeted it, like, do you know what I mean? And then someone reported that, and then the FA are looking into it. Like, do you know what I mean? Realistically, obviously, he shouldn't have said it, but he's a kid at the time. He's not in the public eye, and that can come back to bite him. And that's the sad bit of social media, that no one actually is safe unless you fucking
In cancel culture as well.
yeah, like I say, cancel culture, which we spoke about. Like, no one is safe. Stuff like that can always happen, and obviously it's not right saying it in the first place, but no one's safe on these platforms.
Yeah, the world's a different place than what it once was. It's a lot more of a sensitive place.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
But that's the thing. Like, it's the way the world runs these days. It's like everything's, as we say, everything's in the public eye, and we live in a culture now where something didn't happen unless it was caught on camera.
It is. Pixar, it didn't happen. It's facts, innit? Nowadays it's Pixar, it didn't happen, Dave.
Yeah.
Santan.
Yeah.
Do you think having money will help you escape like
Crimes.
crimes?
Yes,
or
1,000,000%, 100%.
that
Power, money gives you power, realistically, right? More money,
regardless
more.
of who you are, though.
Regardless of who you are, you've got money, you're gonna have some form of power, right?
Mate.
You've got money, you've got a say in things, and that 100% gives you a
Fair
better
enough or
chance.
not.
That's a sad.
100% gives
that's
you.
a sad world, though, isn't it? Really?
It is a
I
sad
think
world,
where
but-
everyone should be equal.
Mate, money makes the world go round.
Yeah.
There's people like we talk about, like the 1% and stuff like that. There's people who have more money, not necessarily money as well, like people who are politically in power, but obviously money comes with that. They can get away with things that normal people, standard citizens, wouldn't. It's facts. That genuinely is a fact.
Mate, there was a documentary, right, about it happened. It came out after Octavian's girlfriend accused him of like assaulting her or whatever. Yeah.
Bins tonight, sorry, just so you know. Bins tonight, black and brown bin.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, just lighten the mood, because obviously we're fucking talking about all this shit.
But yeah, this documentary came out. Yeah, they spoke about females in the music industry, right? And it's like so many girls, right, are sexually exploited to gain. To in order to have to be sexually exploited in order to progress in the music industry.
Yeah. There's a documentary. Oh, was that one about Octavian's bird when she was talking about
Yeah,
it?
but it wasn't about her, innit?
No,
But
yeah,
was
she
just in
featured on it. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're right.
But that's just one example, yeah, that's been publicised, where it's like, yeah, these innocent girls, bless them, are being, yeah, there's no what's the right way to put it? Like they have to give something. It's sad that these people have to give something like this in order to be able to get to a step like the same position that a man would be in or whatever.
Before they can even make waves in that
Do you know what I'm
industry,
saying?
they've got to fucking do something different.
Yeah. And
Who
some of the
was it?
stories in that documentary are disgusting.
Yeah,
Like, it's actually well
I
bad.
did watch that and it was a bit peak, to be fair, wasn't it? Like, especially, obviously it's more female than male, most definitely, because female, like maybe especially a couple of years ago, probably a female in that industry wasn't respected as much as a male because it was more male dominated, do you know what I mean? And if they want a leg up, then they've got to do something for them. And that documentary especially put like a light on that, didn't it? And then obviously things hopefully will change, because it's a sad way of looking at it and it shouldn't be happening, but it probably does happen all the time, and it's just a bit sick, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it's mad, mate. But that's the world we live in, mate.
It is.
It's a shame.
The world we live in is fucked.
But in my opinion, if there's like a perfect way to create content, yeah, it's whether it's a fucking podcast or a random wacky YouTube video or whatever, like a close-knit team, keeping it out of the corporate world, that's one thing that surely would easily it would make it a lot easier for people to do well and for people. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
we could end up getting 1 million subscribers, yeah, and we'd be our own bosses and we'd never have to take it into the corporate world whatsoever. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that surely makes it a lot easier for people.
It's like what you were saying the other day. I don't know if it was you or maybe someone else. Was it Joe Rogan? We were talking about Joe Rogan.
Yeah, what about him?
I think it might have been me out.
Might have been you. When we were talking about, so Joe Rogan obviously does his podcast, which is Mint, and he's talking. Oh no, it wasn't actually. It was Luke who I was talking about. He's cut me yesterday. Shout out Luke. And he was like, yeah, I think it was Luke anyway.
I get on with it.
Yeah, so he was like, yeah, Joe Rogan does his podcast in it, and now he's signed with Spotify, like £10 million deals, right?
More than that, I think it was 100 million.
It might be 100 million, sorry, yeah. And like, obviously, he used to have like a lot of MMA fighters and stuff like that, and now like he's interviewing like Demi Lovato and stuff like that, which is still good, which is still going to get viewers in.
Joe Rogan
like,
makes.
He's got silly guap now, obviously, but like he's like got a different type of. He's got someone controlling him now, who's telling him what to do almost, even though it's still the same spin. But like
he
Demi Lovato,
he speaks.
The guy, he's an MMA presenter.
Yeah, he does. He does loads. So he's a massive stoner, Joe Rogan.
Yeah, he makes comedy as well.
He makes pods where like he'll speak to like sleep scientists and like what happens when we sleep and what happens when we brain, shit like
obviously
that. He does like the maddest. And he did that, like I said in the other few episodes ago, that the Bob Lazar one with like Area 51 and stuff like that. Like he's done like them.
No, like I say, I like Joe Rogan, but like that's just an example. Like when you keep yourself, if you're doing all your own thing, then like obviously he's got shitloads of money to now be with Spotify. Fair play, obviously you're getting all that with him. It's a no-brainer, isn't it? But then
Spotify's the one, mate. Spotify boxed off Spotify soon, man. It's got to happen.
100% should
Spotify putting so much money into podcasts now.
We need to get on that, to be fair, because we're sleeping, aren't we?
Playlist is on there though.
We're slacking. Yeah, the playlist is on there. Let us know what you think.
Hey, also, when I put that thing on the story about if you want monthly playlists or just one big one, the winner was one big one. Which personally, I thought monthly ones would have been better.
I did personally.
I prefer a long work. You just pop it on shuffle and you get.
I get that, yeah, but some of the tracks from our cast members, no offence, aren't really for me, innit? Do you know what I mean? So if I bang a shuffle on, it's a quick 1-2 there. Obviously, it's everyone's opinion, innit? It's everyone's opinion. Don't fucking shoot me, innit? But if we do monthly tracks, there's 4 weeks in a month. So, and let's say there's 6 or 7 tracks. So what, 7, 14, 21, 28 tracks in a month on a playlist every month. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Does that not sound better?
But the thing is,
28 tracks on a playlist.
Right? For the people that are sleeping, and you haven't seen the music boxed off official playlist, the Spotify one, watch this. The Spotify one's here, the Apple Music one's here, and now they're both fucked off up there. Sick, edit that.
Well, I get to do that shit. Why is it always in?
Because you need to be quick on your feet, bro, like me.
Do some flames or something.
Quick on your feet, you sat down.
Do some flames.
Some flames.
Some flames.
Go on, do it.
Do some flames.
Do it. But yeah, right. So our podcast, our group playlist that we put together, I think it slaps me.
Nah,
it's a nice mix.
Trust me,
there is a nice mix.
I always try and throw some diverse ones in there. Me, I think I always try and get different to what other people have as well, even though it is generally what I'm listening to. But like, I think the diversity of the team makes the playlist for a general listener good, which is why I like how it is. But personally, if I get a cheeky little shuffle one, I get one of Tokes' tracks. No offense, Tokes.
Yeah, I'm like, you'll hate that.
Yeah, I know you will. Yeah, but they're like fucking 1901 or something. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what they are.
Fleetwood Mac goes off, to be fair.
Yeah, Fleetwood Mac one's alright, to be fair. But yeah, I mean, anyway, yeah. So we're just gonna stick to one. It was only just one giant playlist one as well. I think it was like 56-44. So only just one giant playlist won. So thanks to everyone who voted. But yeah, it's going to stick on one giant playlist.
But
get your tracks of the weekend, boys, as well. Get thinking about that.
Well, yeah, man. Fucking 10 weeks in. 10 weeks of
shit, yeah.
Consistent content.
We've been grafting, haven't we? We've been emotional, out, bro.
You know what I did today? Yeah, I watched our official trailer today.
Did you?
And honestly, I can't lie. I hate it.
Fuck's sake, man.
I actually hate it.
Nah, I know what you mean, like, it's a bit peak, innit?
And I hate our first episode as well.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's our best one, though.
No, it's not.
No, views-wise.
Yeah, it's not about that, though. But I actually like, I watched the yeah, it's a good, like...
What do you think is the best episode that we've done?
The best episode that we've done
I'll just start. Conversation-wise, the one with Jack Curley
Yeah, big up
was
Jack Curley.
was mint.
Jack Curley,
fucking sound as fuck.
Yeah,
Man.
that's had such a good response. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, that's the one that most people have reached out to me about and said, you know, that was fucking good. I
Yeah,
enjoyed
trust
that.
me. Same.
My favourite one that we filmed was probably.
I like the Weetabix and beans one, mate.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
I thought that was joke. That was funny.
That was a good
That.
episode.
That
And
was funny.
the one where we spoke about fucking. I think it was that second or third episode. I had my Skepta t-shirt on. That was a good one. It was a good combo. That.
You know, the third one that. For the second one, I had that white t-shirt.
Yeah. But you know what I want us to do? Yeah, I want us to do. There's a podcast that I watch. Yeah. And they we've tried doing this before, yeah, but like maybe we just need a bigger following for it. But they get people to email in questions and stories, yeah, and the stories that they get sent in are fucked. Like they're so fucked.
People are shitbags, aren't they? They don't want to send us good shit.
Like so fucked. Something like I've been sleeping with my cousin. Like
Right.
or like something like I found out my dad's having an affair. Like mad shit. Like,
Yeah, well, think about it though. Yeah, for our tight knit community of followers that we have.
stop being a shitbag.
Nah, but like obviously we know a lot of people that follow us. Obviously, there's a few people that we don't know that follow us. Maybe obviously respect to them people. They're not going to tell us that their dad's having an affair and shit, are they?
Should do.
And like we're going to talk about it. Do you know what I mean? Oh yeah, innit? You should do, but they're not going to, innit? Like we need more man than that. Or ladies. We need more people as that as a community.
Nah, yeah, I guess so.
We should do, yeah. I think when we should do next episode, if the weather's good, we should relocate, do a little decking thing or something like that.
Great.
Yeah, spice it up and that. Get smashed.
To be fair, if that's something you'd be interested in, yeah, we'd have to do it on a weekend.
No.
So not doing it midweek, you can get fucked.
To be fair, yeah, we could just slap him. What do you mean I can get fucked? Fucking hell. No, we obviously to help the editor Webs, big Webs. We'd have to do it with a bit more noise, I guess.
Yeah.
A weekend as a double.
Or maybe
thing.
it's like we film like we're not going to do it this week, but maybe like we film one episode on a Tuesday, one on a Wednesday, and then do you know what I'm saying? And then we film.
Smash out the content.
Smash them out. Maybe that's the best way of doing it. But
Yeah.
if that's something you'd be interested in, if you'd be interested, and maybe our friends can stop being gay boys and they can actually come on camera for once. If you're interested in seeing us get smashed on an episode,
I'll come on if we're getting smashed.
Like, oh, there we go. Like severely bladdered. Like not just like a couple JDs that I usually have. Like fucking 20
smashed.
JDs.
Like we're doing drinking
Like,
games.
that'd
Like
been-
we're throwing
that'd
up
been
on
mint.
camera as soon as the thingy starts. We'll probably have a few liners, and we've got a bucket in. We're being sick in the bucket.
If that's something you'd be interested in seeing, yeah, comment in the comments. I want to see you all.
No one's gonna fucking comment.
No one ever comments.
No one ever comments.
No one's probably watching it.
Do you know what? Yeah, I actually felt bad because when we said the comment about Jack's latest EP,
One person
one
commented.
guy commented, didn't he?
And to be fair, it was some random kid.
It was some random
So
we didn't know.
respect.
So whoever you are, if you're watching this far as well, there's fucking big respect for you, Chief.
We
Serious
just.
respect.
Yeah, so like, if you want to come on, mate,
Innit?
fucking message us.
We'll meet up.
We'll meet up and I'll
fucking
slice you open, you cocky little. Nah, obviously I'm not going to say that. Nah, serious, yeah. Hit the page up.
Yeah,
You,
like,
mate, you're a premium member.
yeah. And
I'm member.
but yeah, comment down below here if you want to see us get smashed. I want to see the boxed off crew get smashed.
Or just comment like beer emojis. Load of beers. Get shitloads of beer.
But yeah,
Yeah,
we,
I mean, that'd be funny, wouldn't it, to be fair?
and as well, yeah, like if people just want to let us know what they want to see as well, man. Like we need to fucking
Defo.
every now and again we need to do something wacky and weird.
So just do like a drinking game. Just do like get like 5 good drinking games. Just sit there and do game after game.
Nah, I just don't want to get pissed every episode.
No, not like every. I mean like just for when we all get pissed. Do you know what I mean? Just do drinking games instead of just us just sat there.
What we need to do is we should set up.
Yeah,
next
I mean,
week.
What
All
we
of
should
us
do
will
is
get
we
hammered.
should set up, yeah, like we should get like a really wide angled lens.
Yeah, and do like
sit
a
there,
cast, piss
and then
up.
you can see like the whole cast.
Yeah.
And then what we should do is we should buy. Oh, it's dull though.
Yeah,
we should.
dull.
I've
Buy
seen like
better
I've seen
drinks.
other videos. Yeah, they get like a thing, and then you slap your camera on it, and it like moves across like.
Like Meeks' video.
Yeah, excuse me.
Fucking hell, lad. You pig.
This is why you need to get Spotify so you can hear me burp down the phone. Speakers in your car.
Nah, I'm up for that. I think as a communal team, we will obviously we'll happily get pissed up together, but we should do that. We should do for next episode, just get fucking smashed.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Should we do it at the weekend?
Don't comment. We're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, innit?
Maybe not this weekend.
No, not this
Death on
weekend.
this weekend.
Why not this weekend?
I'm doing something this weekend.
Death all this weekend.
My birthday.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
it's-
Fuck it. Should we
Come on,
get
innit?
pissed? Right. Okay.
We'll do that.
Oh, that's a good birthday thing, that, isn't
It
it?
is, yeah. Get on camera.
Yeah. No, that works.
Oh.
No, that works. We'll do it. We'll get smashed on camera this weekend, and then it can just go out next Sunday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Don't put that in webs.
Yeah.
Is it, what is it? The team or the boys or
Yeah,
what?
we can do
Nah,
that. I mean,
it's team, innit?
we can
Yeah.
get. It depends with the camera in it. Like,
Let's be honest. Not
We
everyone
can
can
get-
come on.
Nah,
get
we'll
one
do the
spot.
team.
we can get like
Oh.
one spot there. Probably someone can sit.
Nah, we'll do it outside. It's nice.
What's the weather like? With
Chuck knows.
Pissing it down
It's
for
snowing.
next
Side-
week.
side-
Occasional.
Pissing it down for next week.
Get a gazebo.
Gazebo.
A gazebo.
Oh my god, it's pissing it down
Gazebo.
all week.
If you want to see us get pissed in the rain, yeah, break the cameras and all the equipment and fucking showers.
Fuck's sake.
But yeah, is that a wrap? Because I think we're just
Maybe one
rambling now.
iPhone? Yeah, fucking.
I think we've just rambled for the
Yeah.
last 10 minutes.
We just talked shit today. It was meant to be like a sick episode where we do mad funny shit. We just talked shit.
Basically, we had an episode planned, right, and it's just not happened, so we've just had to come on and freestyle in
I
it.
had a mushroom, yeah, and a broccoli that we were going to
Scram that mushroom, Will.
Nah.
And it's
Still
to
got
end,
to grab it now.
to end us out. To end us out.
Oh, fucking hell, stinks that.
Eat it. Like
Take the bottom off.
Got to eat a whole.
And when Jack's trimmed like that.
Just smell it.
Webs, put the picture next to Jack's face. I'll send it you.
We've got a tender stem broccoli as well.
Mate, mushrooms give me
You
anxiety.
scram that broccoli.
Fuck at that.
Go on.
And that's that.
What's it called?
And then Will finishes with a mushroom.
Oh, spit that out.
Nah. You're swallowing that.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Right.
No, I'm not. Yeah, no, we're not stopping
No,
till you
no.
swallow that. Get a swig of your drink in it. Pass me the, put the rest in there.
Give me that.
That's his drink. Fuck
Do you remember when you down my drink?
Nah. Oh yeah, that little bit of coke. It was like, hey Jack, have a drink. Like, fucking.
Right.
Right,
I've been Jack, he's been Will.
Jesus fucking Christ.
See you next
Oh,
week.
I'm burping.
Enough for that.
Safe.
We are. No.